as I promised you, we're gonna look at the balance changes for that was released on February the 3rd, 2020. So we're starting off with the Zappies. I'm personally not a major fan of it, but I think now with the increased damage, they might actually be a bit better to use, but the hit speed is a bit too slow. I already found it quite slow for me personally. 1.6 seconds. I mean, really, guys. Now to take it to 2 seconds, that's a bit too slow. Faster first attack. Okay, on deployment, that's gonna be better. With the 15-second deploy itself and then an attack 1 second later isn't too bad. Let's see what they say. Why? Zappies is a tough design to balance. While they're fragile and low damage, they had the ability to stun lock enemies unless they could be dealt with. We want you to be able to play your cards, so having other cards easily shut down interactions is a no-no. When Zappies were competitively viable before, the meta became overly defensive and difficult to break through. Okay, well, yeah, you could understand what they're saying. Next up we have the Barbarian Hut. Ooh, Barbs spawning. Okay, so building lifetime reduced 60 seconds to 50 seconds. Okay, that could make a big difference. An extra 10 seconds at the last minutes. That can make or break a game. So that could work. It could see reduced usage in the Barb Hut. Not that I've seen that many people using it. Spawn time reduced from 13.5 seconds to 12.5 seconds. Okay, this might definitely make people want to use it more. And I mean, with the now spawns to barbarians when destroyed, definitely could be something to look into starting to use. Let's see what Subcell has to say. Why? Since barbarians were reworked, each individual barbarian is weaker than before. Oh, definitely. And I personally don't like using barbarians for that reason, because I mean, a fireball does too much of damage to them for me personally. And with like the firecracker as well, that's also a bit of a problem for me. This led Barbarian Hut to be much lower value for the cost, so we wanted ways to make Barbarian Hut worth the big investment without making it an overly powerful defensive building. Makes sense. I think that could definitely see an increase in usage. Despite the reduced lifetime, Barbarian Hut will spawn the same number of total barbarians. Okay, yeah, definitely, because of when it gets destroyed, which is cool. And I mean, when it's destroyed, yeah, as they say, it could be better against giants and golems, because then you still have two barbs attacking. Royal Hogs increased damage by 6%. Okay. I like the Royal Hogs, and I thought they did quite a bit of damage, but I think an added 6% damage will definitely make a big difference in people wanting to use them. I would have actually preferred better hit points or something, but I have a feeling that could change, or the damage could be reduced in a future balance change. But let's see what happens with them. I'm not really going to read the why, because I understand it a bit. The Witch. Faster first attack on target from 1 second to 0.7 seconds. I like that, but I would have preferred a change to the spawn, the initial spawn on the baby skeletons. They honestly don't do justice for me. It takes too long for them to spawn, so by the time they do spawn, there's already an attack being done on the witch, which doesn't help. Or if, like the Night Witch, when the witch is killed, skeletons could spawn, maybe 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure if it is happening at the moment because I'm not really using the witch in my battles. As you could see from the previous battle, that's my main deck at the moment. So yeah, I actually switched out the witch recently for an executor that I'm using now instead of that. Okay, and that's the end of the balance changes. It doesn't seem like we're getting a new card right now. So let's see.